Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So today is one of those days where football could be rewritten. The football we've watched in the last decade, or even more than a decade, 15 years to be exact, could all be wiped out of our face. The reason why this could happen is because, well, Manchester City have been charged by Premier League for let me just read what it was written. This happened around 6 hours ago. They said, breaking news, Manchester City have been charged by Premier League for numerous breaches of financial fair play rules following an investigation spanning 4 years ago. That was by financial reporter Matt Ziegler. I think that's how you call his name. He's the one who revealed this news. So according to what we've been hearing, I've been going through. So what I'm gonna do in this video, before I go anywhere far, I want you guys to understand how I'm gonna be covering this news. First, I'm gonna give you the history behind this whole entire thing, how this came about, and secondly, I'm gonna tell you about what Manchester City said. I will read it to you and just try to tell you my thoughts about it. Then thirdly, I'll tell you the potential what is the best way I can use? The potential punishment that Manchester City could actually face. Then I would tell you my predictions over what will happen as this will go on. Then tell you my thoughts if this is actually going to lead to a real punishment or what. So let's get into the video. Let's make this a little bit interesting. So like I've just read, breaking news, Manchester City have been charged by Premier League for numerous breaches of financial fair play rules following an investigation that's spanning for over 4 years ago. So how did this happen? The history. According to the reports, a hacker who was, what hackers do, who was just hacking things and just trying to find out what happens, did hack some different clubs that were in the UEFA, and he released the information. Yes, this actually happened. He released this information to a platform which he also hacked again to put the information where it looked like there was a lot of breaches and a lot of irregular things that were being done, things that which were not even expected to be done by Premier League, by different clubs, not only Premier League, by different clubs from Europe, top elite teams, Juventus being one of them, and also some other teams. But the ones that stood out the most were from Chelsea, Juventus, and Manchester City. How do I know of these things? Because around that same time, Chelsea were banned by UEFA from signing players. In the same time, Man City were never banned because somehow they went to refuse what they were being banned by FIFA, and things would turn around from the court of arbitrary. I'll talk about that as well as we go forward. What really this cause was this. Chelsea even talked about it that we are banned for these things, but teams like Man City, they're just allowed to get away with murder. And as things continued, people started complaining. They were going online saying that if UEFA are investigating on Man City, why is that the Premier League, which is supposed to be the principal owner of Man City, which is supposed to be doing things, why are they not investigating this case? Well, they did. And because they were investigating this case, they came up to a conclusion. And the conclusion was crazy. The reason why I keep taking this pause is because I want this to sink into people that this investigation, what it has released, could turn football as we know it. The investigation, which was done by FIFA for over 4 years, has revealed that since 2009, 14 seasons ago, Manchester City have been breaking large amount of rules which they were breaking, which meant that if these things are actually reviewed and they turn out that they are given, remember these cases and all these things are still alleged, They have not yet been released as they are like the thing that happens. Like, you understand what I mean? These are still some allegations that are against Man City. So what we are being told is this: Man City have breaked over 100 bunches of financial fair play rules which Premier League is actually throwing at them. So in other words, what I'm saying is that Premier League is throwing the book at Man City. And what does this mean? It means that the 1 point win against Liverpool 3 times, you gotta listen to me, it happened 2 times, but it's almost 3 times all those wins were unfair, because one team was just not being unfair. They were signing players on wrongly. They were busy breaking rules for making managers get secret accounts which they gain more money than they're supposed to be earning. Okay, I'm done with the history. Let me talk about what some of the things that I've heard which they have done. Firstly, what Man City did was playing with the manager. They were busy paying, let's call it like bribing managers around 2009 and 2014, the time when Allegri was the manager, where they were paying him with secret amount so that he makes more money than what was recorded and agreed by Premier League and all the people that are there whenever a transfer is being done, even for a manager. This actually happens. You have to actually understand these people. This actually happens. They were doing that. They were giving the manager more money. Secondly, the signing of players. The signing of players, there are things that FIFA want. Remember, UEFA wanted to ban them for this, but they couldn't because they were told that the timing could not actually be what happens with FIFA. So they were turned against them, against UEFA. But this was also what was happening. They've been using money which they were not even supposed to do. They've been putting sponsors on their badges, on their things of skeleton clubs which does not even existed. They've been earning more money from unknown places, which it's not even making sense, which does not even make sense according to this. These are some of the rules that they've broken. One might be wondering, how did they reach 200? Or maybe a Man City fan might be wondering, how did they reach 100? There are a lot. And one of the other ones that they did is actually refusing to cooperate with the investigation of the Premier League when it was happening. And now things have been blown out. It's now out there in the world. Now we know. And everyone just going like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's because, to be honest, Liverpool fans, Manchester United fans, if this allegation turns out to be true, we should be the most modest, because we have been robbed of our titles countless times by a team that was playing in a league in an illegal manner. They're breaking rules, these people. They're breaking the laws that are there. They are literally breaking the laws. This is what happened. So these are some of the things that they've done. Now what is going to happen? We're going to be waiting to see what happens as what's the next move from here. What Manchester City said, this was their statement, club statement. Manchester City FC is surprised by the issuing of these alleged branches of bridges of the Premier League, particularly giving the exclusives of this. So all these things they're talking about, how that is surprising, whatever they're saying. And the club welcomes the review of this matter by an independent commission to impact, considering the exclusives of the body and whatever they're talking about. So what these guys are just literally saying is this: Man City are surprised with what the Premier League has thrown, because Premier League has literally thrown the book at City. They've literally taken the book and said that the book of the law at your face, which you're not supposed to be breaking. So they're saying that they're welcoming anyone to come and investigate, because the important part why they're saying this is because they know that there is no any way they can go to any court, somebody who's neutral, and try to present their case so that they can win this. They know that this is a different from FIFA, from UEFA, which they were able to win. They have in a way to cooperate with the Premier League and FA, because if they don't, whatever the Premier League has thrown at them. Remember, this is something that has been done over 4 years, and the way the Premier League are taking this one, they are making sure that they are really particular with the information that they released, and they are making sure that everything is taken according to the way it should be going, because they don't want to make a mistake of allowing this team to get away with murder. They actually want to do something for a change, So, rivals, we are happy about this. So, we'll be waiting to see what happens. So, what are the dangers of where City are at this moment? What could happen? So, people were busy giving their thoughts on what they thought could actually happen to City if this actually stands, if these allegations against them actually stands. What could happen? According to Manchester City, according to what people are saying, that's a Manchester City could face points reduction or even relegation if they are found of guilt of at least 50% of the charges. Now that has to be very important. Remember, all the charges that has been placed on City are 100. Literally 100 people. I'm saying if you want to be in trouble, don't go. At least 6 that are better, but this is up to 100. It means that the thing that they've been doing since they've gotten the club is all unfair and all unfair. So they're told even if 50% of this actually stood, 50% of this actually stood, they are going to be either relegated or points are going to be deducted. And that's not a joke, and that is seriously. But what about the others, like me, for example, who's saying that, but they didn't rob Arsenal? Because if Man City's points are deducted within this season, that just helps Arsenal. They didn't rob Arsenal. They robbed Manchester United. They robbed Liverpool. Because of all the teams, every single time they've been winning a league, these two teams have been the ones that are at the bitter end of the victories of Man City. West of Liverpool. The reason why I say west of Liverpool, because we had to witness 2 times of a season where we finished 1 point behind Man City in a season, both of them where we felt like we were actually robbed in an actual game. We felt to being robbed. So we really want something. We really want something. And if we are being honest, really being honest as a person, you feel like if this allegation stands, the people who have been robbed the most are Liverpool fans and Manchester United fans, and we deserve to be filming. We deserve to be angry at this because it is not fair and it's an unprecedented. How could you allow somebody with money to come in and ruin football for us and take away something that could have that mattered to us? Most of the stars that were signed from 2009 to here that has made Man City this great big club were all signed out of a skeleton company which kept on putting money as a sponsorship deal and made them look like they are actually earning more. Because one of the surprising things which was said was this: Man City, a few months ago, they released a statement that their club has made revenue returns that is more than Manchester United, more than Real Madrid, more than Barcelona, more than Liverpool. And we are talking about a club that when they win a trophy, only 2 people shows up to their parade. How does that even make sense? How does that even stand and make sense? That's the question that people like me are asking. And I need an answer because we deserve to be celebrating. We should have won 3 Premier League titles under Klopp. Because he has done it so well. In fact, it means after under Klopp, it will be 4 because we won the 2020 as well. So 4 titles. Well, guess what? Klopp becomes the best manager, the second best manager after say Alex Ferguson. Don't we deserve that? I believe we do. So let me tell you other things because I'm a little bit emotional when it comes to this. So let me tell you all the potential punishments that Man City are gonna face if this stands. So the potential punishment, they're saying they'll be banned from playing matches. And the way they've said it is not like saying that they'll be banned from playing Premier League matches. They're literally saying matches. So it means Manchester City as a football club will cease from being a football club. That is crazy. Potential points reduction. So it means they'll lose points now. That one we know. And we don't even care because I'm saying that if you reduce their points right now, you are helping us now. But Arsenal was not the team that was hurt or that was affected by what Man City did. Replay matches. Oh, that is interesting. So it means that most of the matches that they've won will be replayed. What does that mean now? What does that mean? It means that they will remove the players that they've bought, which they were not supposed to be having because they don't have the financial backing to have those players. Then they play with the actual club that they're supposed to have or the actual players that they're supposed to have. They're going to lose. Why can't you just give the points to the other teams? They're saying expelled from the Premier League. They'll be expelled. They'll be actually fired from the Premier League. And that is terrible. Of all the things, that is extremely terrible. Heavy fines, their fines, it means that the money will come out. They might be even charged around 10 to 15 or even 100 million. And that money has to come out. And registering some players for some time. It means that from now on going forward, they might be given maybe even up to 15 years where they're told that they're not allowed to sign a player from outside. Now that would destroy a club. Any club. In any place. Any other sanction that Premier League feels deemed, and in those any other, I'm around those any other because I want the titles which were supposed to go to the teams which deserved them, which actually according to the fair play of the Premier Leagues and the PSL deserved, should be going to. So yeah, we should be getting our things. So what are my thoughts over this thing? All of it. To be honest, I've been shouting, I've been saying so much. What are my honest thoughts? It's not fair whenever a person takes advantage because he has more money than the rest of the league. In fact, he has more money than the league itself. And that's exactly what the owner of Man City did. Took advantage of the club, make a mockery out of the Premier League, and he has been enjoying this while he was just doing his things with his Arabian things and doing whatever he's been doing. So I have to say, if any of these things are true, which when any person with eyes can see that 90% of these things are true, because how can a team with no fans say that they're making more money than other teams that has countless fans? What I'm saying is this: we need the Premier League to really finish up what they've started. They have to get to the backbone of this, and they have to make sure that they do rule in a way which actually helps and warns other Premier League clubs from doing this. On top of that, they need to make sure that they do firm and painful, like I'm saying it again, and painful laws and things that they're gonna do, charges that they put on City, so that it really puts them down, because these guys, they think they get away with me because they have more money. That has to be done. Now we are seeing the Arab oil being exposed. Now that has to come to an end. So that's what I'm saying, people. I think this has to be taken seriously, and Man City really has to answer for all these things, because we need some answers, some of us. And some of us, we need our titles because they were robbed from us. They were literally robbed from us. And that has to be done. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about this? And where do you see Man City going from this? Because I'm curious to see where they go from here. Where do you see them going? Do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe. Oh, before I go, because I'm about to leave, Pep Guardiola has known about this thing in a long time, because go back, watch his 5 and 6 last press conference. Listen to the way he was talking. You would know. And now the idea of all players talking about leaving City is now starting to make sense, because they know they can feel the pressure. And the pressure is real. I'm out. Click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. Be blessed. We go.